Hi there, wig lover! This is Heather from CysterWigs.com, and today I'm bringing you another Louis Ferre wig. This one is not an ultra premium wig though. The other ones that I've reviewed thus far have all been, really high-end mono-system wigs. This is just a high-fashion wig. This one's called Avec, and the color on Avec is T613/27, which roughly translates to a French vanilla blonde with strawberry blonde that have kind of been whipped up together, and the ends are going to be almost all that French vanilla blonde color. So even though it's got a little bit of warmth from that strawberry blonde, all of that is going to be towards the top. So very, very, very pretty color. Hopefully you can get that all in there. Now, because this is a high fashion wig, it's a little shiny. So this is also going to be a wonderful opportunity in the course of this review to demonstrate how I use dry shampoo on synthetic wigs that are a little bit shiny. And I'm also going to show you how I use them on the inside of caps during the summer to keep the wigs nice and cool. So let's go ahead and get into it. This wig's pretty lightweight. It's only 3 ounces. Because it's not one of the mono system wigs, it doesn't have that, boom, lots of hair thing going on that the mono system wigs have. The mono system wigs try to overcome having monofilament tops, which will make the wigs kind of flat, by adding extra hair to it. So you get a lot more hair density, which helps keep the wigs from lying flat. You don't really have that problem so much with a high fashion wig, so it's got a much smaller amount of hair. Very lightly permateased at the top, and that's to obscure the hairline. So I think this is a very interesting cut. Comes right at the jawline here. Very, very cute. Now, I will say that I was having some difficulty when I put this on trying to get the bangs to lay straight forward. They do kind of want to sweep off to the side. So if you experience that yourself, as I've mentioned in other videos, you can either take some steam to it or just train it by soaking it in cold water overnight, pinning it into place, and then letting it sit on a head form until you get the desired effect. But in the meantime, I think this is a really super cute little wig for just fun putting on, wearing around town. Has really nice movement, a fair amount of body given how light the hair is on this one. The bangs right out of the box do kind of want to sweep to the side, so I'm just going to run with that. And I did repart it a little bit towards the side so that way the permatease wasn't so noticeable. I usually advise people to refrain from parting permatease wigs right down the middle for that very reason. Permatease is harder to spot when you part it to the side. If you part it right down the middle, then people, when they're talking to you, boom, they can see it right there. So just part it to the side, and that's an easy way to kind of conceal that. So let me go ahead and turn to the side so you can see the really neat angle on this particular little French bob. And here's the back. The back is really stretchy and does cover pretty nicely. I find this wig to be more comfortable on me personally than a lot of the mono system wigs, and that's just because I have a huge head and monofilament wigs tend to be snug. This one is not mono, so it's a little bit looser. And it does have one curious cap feature that I will explain when I take it off. But here's this side. Again, I think this is a very, very flattering angle right here. Very slimming. So the cap construction is actually pretty nice for a high fashion wig. You've got soft felt right here at the top, and as I've mentioned in a lot of my other Louis Ferre wigs reviews, is that it's got a contour at the top. It's got like a mini widow's peak to it, which is really neat because a lot of wig lines don't do that. They stay away from contours entirely and just give you this all the way across, just like the band of my wig cap here. A lot of people don't have hairlines that go straight across. So that's a really nice addition for anybody who has a widow's peak and say doesn't want to have to shave it every single time they wear their wig. Wink. So the back of this is where the curious thing is. The monofilament wigs have the claw hook enclosures to adjust in the back, but this high fashion wig has Velcro. What the what? I know, I was actually kind of taken aback by that too. That's kind of a high-end feature for a high fashion style. So kind of interesting. There is a fair amount of permatease in the top, and you can actually see that that's located right at the tippy top of the wig. The rest of it is open, wefted, and relatively stretchy, though not quite as stretchy. The material here is not nearly as stretchy as it is on the mono-system wigs, so I'm not really able to stretch that much. The ear tabs are nice, and like all Louis Ferre wigs, I get really nice coverage on the sides with their caps. Their cap forms are very good. So up close, you can see how cool this color is. I'm going to kind of finger comb it. Very nice blonde, very, very pretty blonde. And you can kind of see where it's a little bit warmer on top, and then as you get towards the bottom, you get more of that really light 613 blonde. But the transition itself is very subtle, very pretty. So here I've got my Batiste dry shampoo, and this particular scent is Blush, which smells nice. It smells a little bit like what was that stuff called in the 80s that like not Skin So Soft, what was it, the Love's Baby Soft or whatever it was. It smells a little bit like that. So what I do to try to eliminate shine from wigs is I spray a little bit of this on the outside, but I hold the wig like really far away, so you're probably not going to be able to get all of this in the shot. So I'm gonna go like this, so now you can see my closet door. Hi, closet door. So here's the wig. I'm gonna take the spray and I'm holding it back about 3 feet, okay? And I'm only treating one side of it so you can compare the two sides. Now, if your wig is a darker color, you're going to want to get a tinted dry shampoo, and I carry those too. I carry dry shampoo for brunettes, dark brunettes, so black ebony color, and I also carry it for blondes if you want a blonde specific one, because this will make it a little lighter because it has a slight white tint to it. Or I have one for auburns as well. So if you want to get a tinted dry shampoo, you can go ahead and go that route too. With this light color, I'm not offended by using the white dry shampoo on it. You don't want to over apply it, and you want to work it through with your hands and then shake out any of the excess. And now I'll show you the difference. Here's the side that's been treated compared to the side that has not been treated. It's very subtle. As you can see, it didn't really dye it a color or anything like that. It smells very pleasant now, and it's dulled the shine. Whereas on this side, it's a little bit shinier. So that's what I do to my synthetic wigs when I'm trying to get the shine out. And you could even apply a little bit more if you wanted to. I do recommend, you know, trying to use as little as possible so you don't dry out your wig. But it definitely helps keep the shine down. And then another thing you can do, and this is actually how most people use it, you can use it on the interior of your wig to kind of absorb sweat during the summertime. And for that, same principle, just hold it away and spray it on the inside of the cap. And this is really nice because with synthetic wigs, you want to get away with washing them as infrequently as you possibly can. So if you use this on the inside of your cap in between washings, you can go longer without washing it. And you can apply a little bit of this to the inside of your cap every single day, and it will not damage your wig, and it will help keep it fresh and smelling pleasant. So I'm going to go ahead again, turn this to the side, so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. And I'm just shaking that out. And again, because it's wefted, you're going to want to work it through with your fingers just a smidge to make sure that any of the dry shampoo that got on the outside of the hair is worked through, so you don't have any like white spots. And it smells really pleasant. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this back on. My favorite of the Batiste dry shampoos is probably the cherry scent. I think that one smells really great. The original smells very pleasant too. And then of course the blush smells a little mildly floral with a little bit of a powdery scent. And as you can tell, it's a little bit shinier on this side than on that side. But the best part is that the cap is gonna stay cooler longer, that the perspiration is going to be absorbed a little bit better due to the dry shampoo, and it's gonna stay smelling fresher for longer, which to a lot of people is a big, big plus. So thanks for watching. This has been the review of Avec by Louis Ferre, which is a really pretty high fashion wig. Here you go. And thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.